So good evening everyone. Good evening all. Good evening. Okay. I hope there is no doubt regarding the previous sessions. And your all the comments it will be viewing and the replies will be getting soon. So our team has started to work on it. Yes, hi and good evening. Okay, my volume is low. Is my volume correct now? And I hope now the volume is correct over here and the streaming also is good. Okay, fine. So today also there are many participants and the live is just scrolling like a news, and so it is very difficult to follow and reply for everyone. So I request everyone just to put all your questions as a comment. So then and there the comment for each and every day's live we will be able to help you. Okay. So kindly follow that particular procedure. And for login like yesterday what I have shown, everyone can just follow that. And once again, if anybody has a doubt on that login means, today's end of the video also the login demo will be shown. And all the particular demos once again will be shown. Okay. And the next thing is, participants, just share this particular video into your FB, Instagram, LinkedIn, all the social media accounts. And after sharing that, you just ping to this chat, ping to this live chat as you have shared it, just for the reference, because those your connections, if any of your relatives or friends is willing to study that particular course or to get only some basic knowledge, so those people can just log into that. So for reaching this particular webinar to all your friends, just share that particular video, share this YouTube link, and after sharing that, you just ping to that particular live chat so that we will able to know you have shared to your friend, and you can share it through Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So that would be very easy and rather. And once again I'm saying the login for the website once again I will be showing at the end of the session, and that video also will be there in YouTube. You guys can just see through it. Okay, participants, I welcome you all for this day 2, why Python for AI. So here we are not going to discuss what is the purpose of AI. So many of them are saying whenever I want to do a AI project, so do it in Python, do it in JavaScript. So like the kind of many opinions we are able to get. from many of the experts or those who have experienced in working. So here we will be seeing what are the tools will be there. Okay, and that particular tools explanations also will be there. Not a elaborated explanation, a short explanation on the tools will be there. And from that, why we are choosing that Python, so that advantage points will be displayed over here. So that is the main reason to select Python as for programming language inside the AI. So we have to move on with that, and after that, with the help of IDLE, we will be able to do some programming today. The programmings are like different package programming. So packages like NumPy, then pandas, then we will be going on with matplotlib and cbonds. So these four packages today we will be covering it as a practical. So today there won't be any of the project demo. Today some basics only will be there. So myself Jishnu from Pantech E-Learning. I work under Digital Signal Processing Department. I have experience in working with augmented reality, artificial intelligence, and deep learning networks, especially in convolutional neural network as well as multiple object detection. I also work under Internet of Things as well as embedded system. My aim is to create a particular kind of object by combining artificial intelligence and augmented reality. About Pantech, Pantech provide educational equipments for the departments of artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, computer science, information technology, electronics and communication, electrical and electronics, electrical and instrumentation, and robotics. So we also provide technical training for all the staffs, professors, research persons, industrialists, students, etc. We also provide the prototype as well as do-it-yourself kit for students and the participants for their own practice. Our vision is to help 10 million students to learn the technology in an easy way. So that's why we are not elaborating each and every day with an extension of different techniques. So each and every day we will be just explaining one technique, and that particular one technique will be very much useful for all your applications. So attendance form will be distributed at 8 p.m. E-certificate will be provided only at the end of the series. 25 days attendance is required to get free masterclass participation certificate. The difference between free masterclass as well as AI internship is free masterclass will be containing YouTube lecture videos. Free certificate will be issued. Minimum 25 class attendance is required. Timing will be from 7:30 p.m. to 8:15 p.m. After the live, the video will not be available. And inside the internship, we'll be providing internship e-certificate. Exclusive video with detailed explanation will be there. Download the project codes, assignments. Attendance is not mandatory. Flexible time is okay for your viewing of the videos, and access period for the videos will be provided for 60 days from the date of the payment. So that what I'm highlighting over here. Many of them are thinking 60 days means total 60 days only it will be there. No, from the date of your payment only it is calculated as 60 days. So what you guys will be learning for the entire 30 days of artificial intelligence masterclass. So like AI overview as well as Python concepts for AI or machine learning, deep learning, or the general concepts inside the Python, which is common for all the technologies. Image processing and video processing using OpenCV. Deep learning algorithms with computer vision applications. Speech recognition and using artificial intelligence like speech recognition, speech emotion, text to speech conversion, speech to text conversion, etc. NLP applications like tokenization, stemming, uh, chatbot in AWS or Microsoft Azure, integrating NLP with AWS and Azure Cloud. So this will be our throughout agenda, and these agendas are displayed into our website pantechelearning.com. So then and there you can just plan it. So today this particular person is going to take on this particular topic, and therefore you must be mentally prepared. So this will be that complete applications which you will be seeing for the entire day. Why Python for AI? So that will be our today's topic. So regarding this Python and AI, Python is just a programming language where AI is a technology. And similarly, if we go for this kind of many embedded systems, means ARM7 is a board, Arduino is also board. So within that we have many kinds of difference, like the RAM, the number of pins, the applications, what and all we will be able to do, the interfaces which we will be able to apply, like the kind of many integrations will be there. The same way is only AI, computer vision, or deep learning, machine learning, everything comes under the different technologies. But for that, we are just going in the form of a Python programming language, where there we will be going for common C language. So inside this, why we are choosing that particular Python for this? And you guys will be asking, then why we are not able to change it for the embedded systems? Embedded system has only one option, which is known as C language. Latest trends, like from the period of 2015 or 2016, I hope so, from that particular period only, Python has been started to enter inside the embedded systems, that too only for AI based processors like Nvidia, Asus TI, BeagleBone, etc., Raspberry Pi. So these kind of different boards only they were able to accept the Python language. Now the same thing, if you are coming into the system, then why we are going for the Python also over here? For that, first we have to know what are all the different tools available for creating inside the artificial intelligence. So today we will be just going on with intro to tools, different tools for AI, intro to Python and its applications, major packages should be known for artificial intelligence or any of the Python based programming languages, working with multiple packages inside the Python. So this will be today's content. Intro to tool. Generally, if you want to know what is a tool, there are many types of tools surrounding towards us. Let it be hardware or let it be software. So for hardware, I can say that drilling machine is a tool, soldering machine is a tool, and at the same time, we can also go for a hammer, that is also a tool. The same thing if you go for a software, Excel is a tool, Notepad is a tool, Word is a tool, WordPad is a tool. So like this kind of many software also basically available. So what is that particular tool? Why we are depending upon the tool over here? It is nothing but a tool is a complete module which helps us to transform one form of module into another form. So that module, whatever I am meaning, like if I am taking the Microsoft Word, so that is a tool. Inside the tool, what I am going to write? I am going to write a complete script. The script in the sense in the form of sentence. Whatever there is inside my mind, I am going to type on it and I am going to save it. Whenever it is needed for me, I will just take a printout and file it. If there is no need of print means, I will just save it somewhere inside the system. So here, what and all I am thinking, I am able to make it as a text, paragraph, story, anything. So that comes under the tool which is known as Microsoft Word. The same thing if I want to just pin and nail onto the wall. So I cannot directly go and fix it. I need some tool which provides the force. So I can use the hammer. With the help of providing the hammer with the pressure, I was able to fix on it. So the hammer is a tool. So this kind of tools only, it is most important to us to provide a conversion whatever we think. Generally, inside yesterday's session, I have just said that that particular artificial intelligence, it is nothing but creativity, creating an intelligence or an intelligence created by a human. So these many kind of abbreviations I can provide, not an abbreviation, expansion. So expanding that particular explanations, so I will be able to provide. So for that creating, we need a tool over here. So for that tool only, we have to know like what are the different tools first of all available. So the different tools is Python, Java, Lisp, R programming, JavaScript, MATLAB, C++, Scala, and Prolog. So these are the most widely available top 10 programming tools available for the artificial intelligence. Now, each and every kinds of programming tools has their own structure. Now, many of them will be thinking like, instead of hitting with hammer, why don't we go with a drill bit? So drilling machine. So with the help of drilling machine, we will be just drilling the wall and we will be just turning the screw, and it is more easy. No need to provide any pressure. We have to just provide only that electric supply. With the hammer means we have to provide a little bit pressure, and we have to take care of our hand also. It should not hit on our hand, and the nail also should be kept properly. There are chances to get some cracks also. So these are the two ways to nail on a wall. Likewise, these are the ways to create artificial intelligence for our own requirement. So the artificial intelligence is nothing but intelligence created by someone. So that intelligence, whatever it is there in mind, it is nothing but called as the problem solution. So first of all, we have to find a problem over here. For example, I need to get an alert at each and every day. Okay, so normal alert, it can be set as an alarm. But here what I need, for the entire 30 days, I must get some sort of alert. Today this is your topic. So today these are your works. So today you have to cover these topics for the particular masterclass. Like that, day to day it should be updated, and only one day I will just spend on it to create the structure. So that one day I will take the structure and I will feed all that particular agenda, and from that next day onwards it will start to say day 2, today's topic is why Python for AI. Then next day around of afternoon it will just throw the message as it is. Today you have to cover the topics on image processing and video processing. So this kind automatically it must be scheduled for 30 days. Now this made my day as easy as possible. I no need to go and open the site or go and open the agenda to check today what should be taken. So that makes me more easier, and it provides me the alert. Now this is one sort of problem solution. Now for this problem solution, what and all the tools I can use? Either the alarm, or inside the YouTube itself I can provide the alert. I can use Outlook calendar, I can use Google Calendar. So these many options are there. Which is convenient to me, I will be taking up over there. And which has more features, that also I will be taking up. If I take for the alarm, for each and every day I have to set it up. But I won't be able to get the continuous updates. The same thing if I go for YouTube. I have to click and create the schedule for each and every day. That is little bit a difficult task. The same thing if I go for a Google Calendar or Outlook Calendar, I can just select the dates and I can apply all the topics, and each and every time it will be just snoozing in the form of a mail, and it will give the alert in my mobile also. So therefore I can select that Google Calendar or Outlook Calendar as my tool. Now along with that, Python, whatever we are learning, it is in the form of a simple syntax, simple packages, and all the functions are available, reducing the number of lines of code. So even though reducing the number of lines of code, for our requirement it might change over here. Now for this particular mind, whatever I have taken, it was a ready-made tool. Now the same thing, if I want to create it, means I need some sort of programming language known as well as the respective tool for it. So I don't know Java, I don't know Lisp, I don't know Prolog, I don't know R programming, I don't know JavaScript. So those things and all I won't be able to learn as easy as possible. The same thing if I want to develop whatever the solution required for the problem which I have explained now, for me the Python is very simple to it, because I have that much kind of integrations with the Python. Like whatever the packages I have said, So with the help of each and every package, I can take the Excel sheet. So here I no need to copy and paste that entire agenda. I have created an agenda inside the Excel sheet. With the help of pandas, I will be able to get it. Then for this time, the alert should be there. With the help of import time package, I will be able to make that particular time over here. Or I can apply the RTC. Now until I provide that response to the alarm will be keeping on blocking my works. So like that also, with the help of Python, it is able to do by accessing using import OS. So the same thing if I go for Java, Lisp, R programming means I have to create a structure for this kind of functions itself, like timing, accessing the OS or accessing the Excel sheet, like that. So there are many kinds of importance should be provided for multiple functions. For each and every time I won't be able to write the structures over there. So like that, inside the Java, we will be able to run it for a system, and at the same time we will be able to make it as a software which is for normal kind of mobile phones, and at the same time for Windows, like that kind of devices. The same like we can go for Lisp, JavaScript, C++, these kind of softwares over here. Then R programming, it completely comes under the artificial intelligence for deep learning and machine learning, which is very less amount of usage. That is also appropriate to work under the system. Now, if I want to make that artificial intelligence integrated with Internet of Things, like whatever previously we have discussed, some sort of applications. So therefore, I have to select the processor according to that. So if I am taking the Raspberry Pi or Jetson Nano, which enables for IoT, then it is very simple. I can write both artificial intelligence and IoT code in a same Python. Where inside that, if I provide the Java, even Linux will support Java, but the GPIO pins of the respective device won't support Java. So that's why only nowadays the trending Python has gone to the increased level, and therefore that made very easy to learn also. Now among this, what are the detailed points to select the Python? It has many standard libraries. So many standard libraries as well as open source library. If you want to integrate with AWS, it is possible. Azure, it is possible. IBM Cloud, it is possible. If you want multiple softwares means Spider, PyCharm, Jupyter Notebook, Google Colab. So everything it is easily available over here. And for that, very easy to install the libraries also. For everything we will be having the reputed command. That command should be applied to the scripts of the Python or whatever the navigator you are using on. And this Python software also does not take much space. Only the packages according to required for us, it takes much space. Like if you are going with the TensorFlow, PyTorch and all means, it will be taking around of 700 to 900 MB. If you are going with scikit-learn means, it will be taking around of 200 to 300 MB. The same thing if you are going with MATLAB, the MATLAB tool itself, it is for around 20-24 GB. And apart from that, if you want to add the toolbox means, each and every toolbox should be added from the add-ons, and that toolbox also will be around of 500 to 600 MB. And moreover, after creating that MATLAB, it is only for the simulation purpose. We won't be able to port it, or we won't be able to create into an executable file and all. Well, inside the Python, it is very easy to create that particular executable part. Then easy syntax. Initially, if we start from C, C++ or Java, that kind of programming means header file is must. Then function definition, and at the same time variable declaration, data type declaration, everything is must. Inside Python, no need of like that. We can directly provide I equal to 10, j equal to 10. If I greater than 10 means this must be printed. If j less than 10 means this must be printed. So like that kind of direct communications we will be able to provide over here. And function creation is also more easy. Def provide the name of the function and we can enter all the structure over there. Finally, we can call into the main function over here. So that makes us the easy syntax. On to the C or C++, semicolon is must, curly braces should be used. Here there is no required of curly braces or the semicolon. So we can type as it is and we can move on. Depends upon the particular programming tool, we will be able to change that particular requirements over here, like the space or the execution part, and to read that particular inputs. So all this kind of things differs according to our requirement. Now, what are the different softwares available for Python? Python ideally, Anaconda Navigator, Jupyter Notebook, Spider, PyCharm, then Visual Studio, Google Colab. So totally 7 IDLEs are available. So through this IDLE, any one of the IDLE is more than enough to execute all our requirements. So with the help of that tool, whatever problem solution is available inside our mind, not only for artificial intelligence, for all the technologies, we will be able to frame in the form of an program with the help of step-by-step instructions. Whatever the mathematical equations we are learning inside the book, the same mathematical equations only is deployed for machine learning and deep learning, especially with the help of packages. So for that, this Python programming software will provide, or sorry, Python programming language will provide a major support in integrating all these requirements into a single output. Then basic flow control. So flow control is very easy whenever we are working regarding towards this artificial intelligence. Then interruptive runtime. So each and every time, wherever the error is being located, at that particular place itself it will be stopped. So once it gets stopped means we can rectify as easy as possible with a simplified method, like it shows this is the error. The same thing if you go for C or C++ means the total error will be displayed. We have to execute it one by one. Here, wherever the error is there at that particular place, the program gets interrupted. So that's why interruptive runtime. Multi-OS compatibility. So if you write Java means it is applicable in Linux as well as Windows as well as Mac. So similarly, Python is also applicable, where Python is also applicable for multiple hardware, whereas Java, R programming and all, it is not applicable for multiple hardware. Whatever the program which I have executed in my system, the same program easily I will be able to implement inside the Raspberry Pi, the same like Jetson Nano, Intel Edison, Asus TI, etc. No need to change even a single line. The only thing required is you have to install the packages then and there. So this makes us to choose why Python for artificial intelligence. So does anybody have doubt till this? Which idea is good for artificial intelligence? Uh, According to me, Anaconda Navigator is best. Venki Rebel Star, what is the doubt that I am really expert in AI? Do we need to remember and practice all Python libraries? No need to keep on remembering. You have to know this library is used for this purpose, this library is used for this purpose, because based on that only we will be able to select which library can be used. So at least that much we have to keep in our mind. What is the meaning of standard libraries? Okay, the standard libraries means scikit-learn, OpenCV, TensorFlow, PyTorch. These are all comes under the standard libraries. Like TensorFlow can be used for deep learning, PyTorch also can be used for deep learning. Scikit-learn can be used for machine learning. Then Matplotlib can be used for visualization purpose. OpenCV can be used for image processing with the deep learning. If you are a mechanical student, no worries, you can learn it from here itself. Here we will be teaching in a mixed way. So from that, which way is required for you, you can just carry on. Actually, PyCharm required license key. So kindly check the license key for PyCharm. Interruptive runtime. So that is a particular basic interruptive program. So wherever the errors, wherever the fault is occurred, at that particular place itself, it will be interrupting. For MBA students, AI can be used for marketing purpose. Artificial intelligence in marketing, e-commerce, etc. Visual Studio also you can use, but it is not good for visualization purpose. A complete visualization and easy execution can be done in Anaconda Navigator. So based on each and every progress day by day, you will be seeing how to operate in different tools. Yes, Java is also multi-OS only. That's what I am saying. Other than multi-OS, we have to check the multiple hardware. Okay, so now whatever I have said, it is just a vocal one. Still, the PPTs are there. So in that I have listed. You can just take note down of that particular libraries. The libraries, method of installing libraries, everything will be there. Okay. So now let us move on to the Python and its applications. So we have to know what are the applications can be done with the help of Python, and with that Python, what are the major particular packages and how to work on it. So on to that, we will be just going with a simple demo over here. So Python, it is a programming language which comes under the high-end part. So while comparing it to the programming languages, there are two types, low level as well as high level. So machine languages and assembly languages, it comes under the olden part, which is used for old processors. And the latest one, whatever we are using, it is Python, C, C++, Perl, Java, C Sharp, and .NET. So like that kind of high level languages only nowadays we are using. Now inside this programming part, we have two types, interpreters and compilers. So compilers are nothing but we will be sending that particular source code, and the compiler start to compile line by line, and inside that object code, whenever there is an error, it will be listing out, and it will stop at the execution, and it will display all the errors of the respective program. If there is no error, means that particular object code will be straight transferred to the executor, and from there we will be able to see for the output. Now if we go for the interpreter, the source code will be directly communicated with interpreter. Wherever that particular error has been noted, at that particular place the program gets stopped, and it will be indicating the line number, the error, and what type of error it is. Else, if there is no error at all, therefore it will be easily displayed towards the output part. So the history is not much important, but anyway, we have to know the Python has been introduced in the year of 1989. by Guido van Rosen at National Research Institute for Mathematics and Computer Science in Netherlands. So that's why only all the machine learning, artificial intelligence, all the applications we were able to do as easy as possible inside this programming languages. Since this particular tool, not only this, all the programming tools has been initiated only for the purpose of mathematical computations. Now, what are the different applications we will be able to do with the help of Python? So like signal processing can be said as digital signal processing, audio, image, video, and we can also process the communication signals like LTE, 5G, cognitive radio networks, waveform, wireless fidelity. So like this kind of different signals we will be able to process inside the Python. Then Pygame, we will be able to create some basic levels of game which we can play under the Linux. So like Minecraft, those kind of games and all we will be able to create. And this Pygame, it can also be used for GUI animation parts also. Then music software with the help of audio processing like PyAudio and Wave. So this kind of different packages we will be able to integrate the music softwares for playing and at the same time doing signal process. So signal process is audio processing. Audio processing like speech emotion recognition, for that and all we require the music software to read the file in a music way, wave format or mp3 format, and at the same time the signals like sampling process, trimming process, everything will be done. For that we require this kind of audio processing softwares. Website development, you can go with Django. Then machine learning, so the particular image processing with machine learning, data science with machine learning, or deep learning, and at the same time artificial intelligence. So I'm not going just a broad kind of explanation for this, because upcoming days also we are going to see the same kinds of executions. And Internet of Things, previously we have conducted that particular masterclass on Internet of Things. I'm not sure how many of them has gone to it. For that particular Internet of Things in Raspberry Pi, also we have used Python programming languages with multiple packages also. So what are the most important libraries for Python? Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, and Seaborn. So these are the most important libraries which is used commonly for machine learning, deep learning, and artificial intelligence. Now from this, let us start with the NumPy. Basically inside the Python, we don't have any of the structure to create in the form of array. So here we have an option known as NumPy, which is called as numerical Python. So with the help of this numerical Python, we will be able to collect all the data and store it in the form of array inside the matrix. Especially inside the image processing, whatever we are collecting, we will be storing the data in the form of NumPy array only. And that function, it is completely called as np.array. There is no such restriction to create this kind of arrays over here. So for that, let us just see how to install the package of NumPy. For that we have given the command like pip install numpy. So hereby I am opening one of the IDLE. Today we can just check with IDLE over here. Click on open, go for scripts, cmd, and type the command as it is, pip install numpy. So in my system numpy is already installed, so therefore there is no requirement of reinstalling it. Now let us have a basic array creation. So how to create that particular array data over here? So to create such a kind of array, it is very simple, like create file new, and within that we have to know what type of data it is having means. So first we have to import numpy. So for each and every place it is very difficult to write it as numpy. Okay, so I hope now it is able to see. Import numpy, and from that I have to provide a variable, and within that variable I have to provide as numpy dot array. Now within that I can provide a data. So this will be that particular array data over here. Now just provide the print a dot d type. So here a stands for that particular variable and d stands for the data. So from that we are just going to display the data type which is stored inside the array. I have to save the code. Here I should write as np. So it is showing it as int 32. So like that kind I will be able to sort an array of data over here. So for that sorting, the same method I can apply. So inside this particular array I need to provide set of data. So for that set, so here I am creating that set of array. I am giving the random values. So each and every values it is completely deferred over there. Now from this I have to sort out only the particular number or greater than this particular number whatever is present over here. Now for that I am creating one more empty variable. So that is also ready now. Now within this I have to create my logic to split out the data. For that I am applying the for loop. And therefore I am going to provide that respective condition. So inside that element, if the element is greater than the respective number, so I am providing it as 23, then whatever the array empty array which we have taken should be appending in the sense it will be keeping on added except this or less than this number, rest of the number will be appended over there, else the same statement will be in false mode. True means it will be collecting the data, false means it won't be collecting the data. So now therefore our condition is ready. Now we have to call that particular element into our real-time application. So for that I am creating a variable, and for that also I am applying this array format. So within that particular array, I have to check with the empty array. Now within this, I have to print that particular data, whatever it is going to collect. So now greater than 23, only 54 and 41 is available. So that is nothing but some sort of filter whichever we have applied. Now the same thing if I am applying greater than 4. (54, 23 and 21). Now let us see what does that particular empty storage will be having. So this will be having the statement whether it is true or false. So according to the logic, greater than 4 means it is false. 4 will be the false one, rest 3 will be known as the true. So for this purpose only, we will be going on with NumPy array. So does anybody have doubt on this? My god, the messages are huge. In the slow mode itself, it is just going like this. Okay. So this is one just a sample application for array. Difference between libraries and packages, almost everything is same. No problem, you can execute this in Jupyter. I feel comfortable with this. If you don't know Python means no problem, you can start learning. Yeah, for each and every network problem there will be some lag over there. The purpose of NumPy to collect the data in a numerical array. For that only we are using this NumPy. I have not gone for Google Duplex, maybe. Explanation is not effective. Maybe you might not be convinced. That's not an issue. The recorded video are available in the site. Yes, array will be always in the list format only. Yes, Mohan, it is possible to do the same thing in Spider. Yes, the more amount of explanation you will be receiving regarding the respective topic. I am struck. Oh my god, I'm not sure. Let me check regarding this. Okay. Yeah, I hope now it is correct. Fine. There's no need of providing this Python codes at all. Everyone can take from this itself. Like that only we have to provide. Django is a package used for creating web page using Python. No, NumPy word is not case sensitive. NumPy is not case sensitive. You can write everything in small. Yes, I can provide some request to hold on this video for 1 or 2 days so that you guys can just install it. You can just see this repetition once again. So for the code, see today I have just gone only for this one package. Okay, still there are many packages over here. So once when we start to implement, so tomorrow if I am going with image processing or video processing means there the numpy will be highlighted. Yes, AI will be helpful for BBA, MBA, everyone. AI is common to all. Even I am also working, I have studied triply. I'm currently working for artificial intelligence and robotics. Anaconda is not a library, it is a tool. It is a tool for executing the programs, Python programs. Yeah, this recorded video will be there for some more days onto your YouTube itself. You can check in our channel. Tomorrow also the same time only. Now again the screen has been rectified. There is no issues. I'm not doing anything. That's why it is still in the program. Salary package depends upon whatever you guys are going. As a developer, you will be getting around of 12 lakhs per annum, and the experience also is needed. Meaning of NumPy is numerical Python. Yes, Python is all the programming languages are case sensitive, not able to understand properly. If you start to work on yourself, you will be able to understand properly. Don't know Python, so I need to learn Python. Yes, some basics you have to learn. Usually from the scratch we used to go regarding the Python syntax like that and all. But here we have only 30 days. Within the 30 days itself, we have limited that particular artificial intelligence. So to concentrate on that particular artificial intelligence, we have removed that particular Python programs. Okay, so next one more program we will see, and then let us wind up. So next thing we are going to see regarding towards the plotting. So plotting in the sense here we are going to plot with the help of matplotlib. So inside that matplotlib also I'm going to provide the 3D plotting over there. So onto this, once when we are going over here, like for this there is no need of numpy, but we need to install matplotlib. So again I am taking ideally. So before going to that, the matplotlib is already installed. Now onto that, import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. Plt means plot, that is whatever we are providing after as, it is user defined, anything you can provide. So here we need one more requirement from mpl matplotlib toolkits. Matplotlib toolkits, we have to import mplot 3d, import access as 3d. So now we have to apply it. I have provided a variable. So initially I am creating a area where the display should be done. So that is created with the help of the variable. Now I am enabling the 3D access. So inside that display, what kind of display should be taken means access 3D, then bracket fit. So this should be plotted inside this access 3D. Now I have to provide the values for 3 axes. Now the next thing, like for y-axis, only requirement inside this is all the values must be equal to one another. So for x I have provided 6, the same 6 I should be having in y as well as z. Now the z. Okay, so everywhere 6 values are there. Now we have to plot the bar graph. So for that, ax dot bar x comma y comma z ax dot set underscore x label within bracket x hyphen axis so similarly I have to provide it for 3 axes. Z y. Now plot it plt dot show. So now here we can see that the different lines. Now if I want to just tilt it, so this is Z axis. I can tilt it with the help of my mouse control. So this is known as the 3D plotting inside the Matplotlib. So everyone will be coming to know why I have just used this particular Matplotlib, NumPy and all in the upcoming classes. Because with this particular single program alone, you won't be able to understand it as easy as possible. Yes, data science is also related to AI. Oh, yeah, seriously. Thank you for the correction. Now I will get the required one. Yes, BSc Computer Science also you can do. Yes, now I have changed. Now I'm getting what and all the axis. X axis, Z axis and Y axis. So okay guys, then so today's tech news is like all over the world, Taiwan aims to be the Taiwan is trying to create an artificial intelligence head hub. Okay, so their new hub as their initiative for the global access purpose. So like in Taiwan, they have started the works, and soon that will be declared as a global leader for artificial intelligence. Those people will be implementing new kinds of integrations. So all the papers and the studies will be able to obtain it from IEEE. So through that IEEE will be able to get it. Okay. So for internship and that particular registration, it is very simple. So these are our links. Okay, so we can click on this particular link. So therefore the respective site will be opened. Now onto that, you just provide it on apply now. So if you have one or more means delete it. Now after that, here we have applied the coupon code already. So everything is ready, and click on proceed to checkout. Now inside this, we have to create the login. So enter all the login credentials over here. like student or industrial, anything, because the same thing only we will also get it in our certificate. Okay, now after reading all the requirements, check the payment and select the mode of payment. Click on place order. So one field I have left here. So if you are already registered means we can just directly log in towards that. Those are new to this, you guys can go through this way. Same thing, if there is any issue means you can go with our InstaMojo site. Okay, so click on pay now. Provide all the details. So name, mail ID and the phone number. The coupon code is welcome AI. Apply it. Click on next. Provide the details for certificate. Click on next. So just scan it and do the payment. So those who are interested can join to this. I hope everyone is clear regarding all the particular explanations provided for today. Internship e-certificate for 30 days will be provided, and organized video will be there. Source code will be provided. Downloading PPTs also will be provided for internship classes. Assignments and flexible time you guys can provide, allot the time for the study. Access period will be provided for 60 days from the date of payment. So the outcomes of the masterclass here we have detailedly described over here. Okay guys, happy learning to all. If you have any questions, you can just post it to this. Post it to this number, and any other technical questions you guys can just post on towards the comments. Our team will be working on that, and you guys will be receiving the replies. They want regarding internship queries, you can just contact to this number 98409 74408. Yes, the certification will be boosting up for your resume, CV, as well as in your work area. Okay guys, then thank you all. So meet you tomorrow at same time with different